Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. Just me and the critters. It is March 9th, 2018. It is Friday evening, or afternoon at 4:16 p.m. This day is going by super fast, guys. Let's see what the weather's like. It got quite cold last night. I think it got down to 31 degrees. Like, holy moly. Brad said our little birds were on the bird bath. We're kind of skating across a thin layer of ice. Let's see. Yeah, got 31. It is 64 degrees right now, but real feel is 69. I was outside earlier. It's pretty nice out. The high is 68, the low is 39, clear blue skies. So you can't beat that. And then it'll warm up for the next couple of days, and then it'll drop down into the 60s and then high 30s at night. So no complaints still. Let's see. Let's do a recap for yesterday. You guys know that I talked on the phone with numerous friends, which is always nice. Nice to be able to say that, and I enjoy that so much. And I would always work. Normally, classically, if you wonder what I'm doing, if I'm on the phone, is I'm sitting and looming most often. Because I even find if I used to play some bingo games on Facebook, like when I was talking with Linda Kay, and but I find that sometimes I get too distracted and I'm not really listening to what my friends are saying, and that's really important to me. So I loom knit normally when I'm talking on the phone. And do I look like I got some major bags? I got some bags this morning under my eyes. Got a little bit of lotion here. We'll talk about this lotion here in a minute. I really like it. But usually, it's kind of baggy under the eyes. I know. You guys like it. Not going to help. I know. But it makes me feel better, right? A little bit of psoriasis right here. Okay. Oh, yeah. I can tell the difference right away. Not. Anyway, I know I'm a nuthead. I got a couple hats done while I was doing so yesterday. Well, and then I just finished one. Whenever I sit down, I'm usually will pick up that whatever hat I have on the loom and start working on it again. So this is a infant hat, and this is a infant to toddler hat with the fuzzy brim, so soft. And so those two will be added. So that makes 6 hats now already going to Ohio. And I also worked on, we have those, I told you guys seen 1,000 times, and you guys seen them in Walmart, the plastic drawers. They're usually like a 3 or 4 stack, and some are wider, some are, they make up all different kinds. Well, we have the really wide ones that we keep most of our clothes in, that serve as our dressers, and then we have some of the I guess basically normal size, and I put each a stack of 3 on each top, on top of each of the drawer ones, but I couldn't find all the drawers, so I did find all but 2 drawers yesterday, and I was sitting here thinking about where could those drawers be. Well, I remembered that I also have a stack of that is 4 drawers in the bathroom that I keep, I keep like some of my toiletries in, and eyeglasses, and hair care stuff, all that good stuff. I need to clean those out too, by the way. But I thought, oh, that's where they are. In the pantry, Brad had put 2 drawers full of different medications, but they didn't fit the drawers in the bathrooms. Or no, wait, did they? No, they didn't. So basically what I had to do was switch drawers. I had to switch drawers, and it made it where I had all the drawers that I was looking for. And I also sat down at that point in time and went through all the medications. I made one drawer just diabetic supplies and like wound care, Band-Aid, sterile strips, tape, peroxides, all of that. And then the other one, I made all of our medicines, all our cold medicines, sinus medicines, stomach medicines, etc. All our anti-itch creams and stuff. So that worked out really nice. And I was able to go through and check all the dates and stuff that was outdated I threw away and made it a lot easier to find. And we decided to keep that stuff in the bathroom because we've never had enough room to keep stuff like that in the bathroom. And we do here, and it just makes more sense. If you get up in the middle of the night and you don't feel good, you know right where the stuff is at. So, got that done. While I was doing that, Brad made tacos, and which I really appreciated. He made tacos, and then later on that evening, I went in and I folded a bunch of clothes that were dry, and I put away all his clothes. I didn't put mine away yet, because I kind of wanted, I have a couple totes of clothes, so I need to kind of go through and reorganize stuff and all of that good stuff. But I wanted him to make sure he knew where all his were. He'll get up in the morning, go to work, and folded all the bed linen, separated all the sheets with all from the blankets, and made all the sets, and just kind of organizing stuff in the bedroom, and that made me feel good. Stuff is really starting to come up so nicely, and Missy loves her steps. She goes up and down them now. She likes that. I think she likes that feeling of having that independence again, which is important to us humans. It's important to our animals as they age too. They still want to be able to feel like they're fully functioning as much as they can, and that they're still part of the family. I think that's the biggest thing. Is they still want to make sure they're still part of the family, that they're not just kind of overlooked, just like a human. And she's doing pretty good. She's over here laying in the chair, sleeping. I lifted her up in the chair. It looks like she's trying to chase some rabbits right now. Brad, poor Brad. And then we went to bed. I asked Brad to help me for a few things in the bedroom. We did all that and watched some TV. And then poor Brad could not sleep. He had insomnia. Probably, he says, the worst he's ever had it in his entire life. And I said, well, what was hurting on you? And he said, well, basically everything was hurting. And he won't ask you to rub stuff on it. Now, number one, he's not going to sleep with a shirt on. He hates that. And I can't blame him. But, I told him, I said, we've got to get you working on some pain relief before you climb in bed. So one of the problems is, I think, he wears his socks. He wears diabetic socks. But he wears those, and he doesn't take them off till right before bed. So he's not giving his feet time to kind of calm down. And I'm going to have him put the TENS unit on tonight. Now that we know where it is, I'm going to have him put the TENS unit on tonight. We're going to do a whole series. This little man doesn't know, because we're going to do some back and body tablets. We're going to do some TENS unit. Then after that, I'm going to rub his back and rub it with some muscle relaxant ointment. And we're going to get them socks off right away. The whole bit. He's even thinking about maybe having a glass of wine. I don't like wine, but he likes an occasional glass of wine, so maybe that'll help relax him enough. Doctor even recommended that. So that's what's going on there. I'm real sore today, and I'm not sure why. I think because it got so cold last night. I feel fine. I feel okay. I'm having a pain issue with the UTI right now, which isn't anything new, so I'm taking it a little easier today. I'm just doing some crafting, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And I just told you it was craft day. I'm making pork chop tonight, and I think I'm going to do it and make some stuffing. Brad loves stuffing. And I would like to either have it with broccoli or cauliflower. I can't remember which one I still have. We have to look in the freezer and see what I have. Either one of those. And I would do cooked cabbage, but Lord almighty, guys, I don't want to sleep in the same bedroom with Brad Ivy when he's had cabbage. The only thing that could be worse is if he'd had cabbage and drank a bunch of milk. I hope he doesn't watch it before he goes to bed tonight, because he probably would do that to me. We share the same room, and it's like, dude, that's not nice. That's not nice. But I got the fan now with more at him. So I mean, it points toward me, but it points more toward him. So I have a, yeah, it's not going to get to me as much. Pray for me. So before we talk about the crafting, I got in a few supplements yesterday that I forgot to tell you guys about. That I told you guys I was using to kind of fill in the gap between I get to, from when I was in the hospital to when I get to the doctor. And it costs about $30, but, compared to what you pay for a doctor's visit, in the meantime, it's okay. I got 2 boxes of this. This is new to me anyway. Azo isn't, but this urinary tract defense is with the antibacterial protection. And it looks different than, and I'm not a paid sponsor for any products I'm talking about right now. They look different than the regular Azo. And it's got 2 ingredients. It's got the methanamine, and then it's got the regular anti-inflammatory drug. So I'm just kind of waiting for that to kind of take effect and help down there too. So I'm taking this. You're supposed to take 2 tablets 3 times a day. It's kind of, it's like almost $8 a box on Amazon. So, but it seems to be helping. I've only taken it 1 day. And then I've used this before. I've told you guys about this. And I get it on Amazon. The initial first bottle I got was like $20. This one I found is the same strength for a little under $13. Free shipping on both the. I got them both on Amazon, and this has got the cranberry triple action formula. So, and I already take cranberry tablets too. So what I tend to, if I can, go more with a natural approach anyway, if I can. Like I'm out of it right now, but I usually have Brad take ginseng, and we both take it. Let's see what I take vitamin D. We both take B12. We both take a probiotic every day, and that really helps with our stomach. That really, really helps with our stomach. And what else do I take? I mean, we take like the normal multivitamin, and we do take a potassium. Just a normal potassium. What else? I guess that's about it besides the Aleve and stuff. So that's what we're doing, and that seems to be helping. I wanted to show this oil, and I'm going to look this up. I'm not near out of it. Look at it. And I've used it about 5 times now. My friend Angie Lupus Life sent this to me. And it is the Innate Life, INNATE. And it's rose hair elixir with over 15 organic oils. And it tames the frizz and adds shine. And I just used just the smallest amount. I could have probably used more over here. And what I actually do is I actually put, you put a couple drops in your palm and then in your hair. And I usually use it the day before I'm going to shampoo my hair. Like I'm going to take a shower tonight and I'm going to shampoo my hair. Because I shampoo and condition my hair every other time that I shower. Because it just doesn't need it that much. Otherwise it gets, too dry. I'm kind of weird that way. I also don't blow dry my hair and all that, as you guys can tell. But this stuff smells fantastic. It smells so much like a true rose, not an artificial. And and so that's what it's like. And you just use a couple drops, and it is fantastic. I think she got it in one of her subscription boxes, but you could certainly type that in. And another product that I'm finding that I really love is, Brad got me this for Christmas along with the matching body wash, which I love too. But this stuff I really love. It is not greasy a bit. I use it on my hands. That's why it's sitting here by where I sit. Brad calls it my command post. But it, again, a little goes a long way. It doesn't really have, it's a real light scent. But like I said, that little squirt does my hand and then up my forearm. I always get in between. Make sure you get them cuticles, gals. You know, 'cause they get so dried out, especially if you're using your hands a lot with a lot of dishes and crafts and stuff. So, but yeah, and it's not greasy at all, and I love it. So, I use it on my face, obviously, you know, and stuff. For me, it's good on the psoriasis. Like, you'll see right here, I have some psoriasis going on. I have some right here. I have a little bit on my legs and stuff. So, anyway, loving that product. I'll show it again. Yeah. So, I love that so much, and I love the body wash that goes with it is great too. It's great. It feels, and I don't have soft body, but it feels so nice and silky and stuff. So I just wanted to share those products with you. Okay, now confession time. And my best friend Linda picked up about it and commented on it either a week or two ago. The cross stitch. I used to, and I showed you guys, do a lot of cross stitch. And I loved it at that point in time. And I thought I would love it again. So, you know, for Christmas, Brad got me some cross stitch stuff, patterns and Aida and that kind of stuff. My friend Rebecca sent me some cloth and other cross stitch stuff. I had bought some. I had started a pattern that I really loved, which was like the sewing machine. It was like a whole crafter. But I just find that while I love cross stitch and I love how it looks, I'm just not really into it anymore. I think because I don't get as fast of a satisfaction as I do like with the loom knitting, or if I'm doing artwork, you know, or if I'm doing 5D, or if I were to sew. So I talked with my husband last night, because Linda even said a couple weeks ago, she goes, you don't really seem like you're much into it. I don't see you showing it much. And at that point in time, I just kind of pooped it off. I'm like, well, I've been moving and sick and da. She was right, though. And I just hadn't wanted to really face that either. And talked with Brad, and I said, you know, I just really kind of not into it. I just, you know, and you have to pick and choose, or at least I do. There's only so much time for so many crafts. And so I said, just not really into it. And he said, well, that's fine. He said, just box it up, send it to Linda. And I said, really? You're not upset or anything? He's like, not at all. He said, you did cross stitch. And basically, that's all I did for a long time. For a lot of years was cross stitch. I mean, but I'm just not really into it. So that's what I'm going to do. Talked with Linda, and I asked her, I said, you know, how much cross stitch stuff do you have? And she's like, well, you know, I have some. And I said, well, would you mind, or would it be okay if I boxed up the stuff I have and just sent it to you? She's like, oh, yeah, that'd be great. She goes, anyway, she goes, we're friends for life anyway. So if in the future you decide that you do want to do something, it's like I sent her the ribbon embroidery stuff. Because I thought she might like it, you know, because she does cross stitch. And she tried, and it wasn't really something for her, so she sent the stuff back. And it's like my friend Queen Bee. We were up there when her mind came through, and her husband, you know, so graciously invited us up with our dogs and cat. And so I had her doing a 5D, and then she just found it really wasn't for her. It was hard for her to see and stuff. And so she sent them back. And, you know, that's great. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep a little bit of it, because I do like doing ribbon embroidery. Again, that's something faster for me, and I really love doing that. So I'm going to keep that, but I'm going to send the rest of it to Linda. And I said, just go through. And if there's something you really don't want, you know, maybe you know somebody else that wants it, you know. And so that's what I'm going to do. It'll be a couple weeks, because we're in between paydays right now. And, you know, I just shipped all that other stuff out. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to send that to her, and I don't even feel bad, you know, with a great intention and stuff. But you know, I really love my yarn, and I want to learn how to crochet more. I know how to do a single and a double. And when I was talking with Vicki on the phone yesterday, she even offered, she said, you know, when you get time, and she said, and when she gets time, she said, we can FaceTime and I can teach you how to crochet. And I really would love to learn how to crochet. I love so many of those patterns that I see. I mean, I basically really want to learn how to do that basket weave pattern. That really intrigues me. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick with the cross stitch, or not the cross stitch. I'm going to stick with the crocheting, learning how to crochet, the loom knitting, the 5D and my artwork, and the sewing and the ribbon embroidery. Because one of the things I like to do is I like to buy a real nice like hand towel and matching washcloth. And I will sew the lace on, and then I will do some ribbon embroidery. You know, a lot of them have that kind of weave part as a stripe on a hand towel, and I will do some ribbon embroidery, and I also will do some on that washcloth. And it makes a nice thing for, like, a lot of people do have guest towels, or, you know, just a decorative set of towels. A lot of times too, I'll send it with, like, maybe you know, some kind of nice soap or something, you know. So it makes a nice gift. Oh yeah, I got some people I want to make some gifts for that. Hey, and press down the cord to my sewing machine. Hey, and I know where all my sewing stuff is. Hey, well, probably the 1st of April. I'll get some nice hand towels with matching washcloths, and you know, I even have the waist Ida, which I will keep that because I will be using it for the ribbon embroidery, definitely. And, you know, some of the ribbon embroidery, too, you're doing some needlepoint and stuff, so you're still going to use some of your floss. So that's what I'm going to do. And I feel good about it. Have to pick and choose. You know, it's like I've done so many crafts over the years. I used to do toll painting, do floral arrangements, I used to do ceramic, you know, and you have to pick and choose. And like that, I used to make a ton of candles and wax melts. And, I don't know, I did gallery glass for a long time. Remember when that was all the rage? I used to do the rug, what is it called? Latch hooking rugs and stuff. You know, I've done so many. I like all of you guys have, or most of you. That's what I do. Another thing I wanted to show you is, we were still at the RV park. They did go around and give everybody like a little gift bag that had some candy in it, and like a little thing of coffee and whatnot. Well, they came in this little, and they also gave this little tin of cookies. And after I got done having them, I just put my scrap yarn. This is my scrap yarn that I might have just like this much left from a skein, and I incorporate this in the, I'll either do a great big hat like I did the other day, which was all odds and ends, or I will do it, a lot of times you don't realize that these infant hats all have scrap yarn. These are all, that's why you'll see all the different colors on the brim. Yep. I don't like to waste anything. Now that I'm here in this RV, or not RV, this mobile home, though, you know, when you're doing, you always have maybe some little scraps you can't really use for anything. And then, like when you're doing pom-pom, you know, you're trimming it up, you have all that. I'm going to start throwing that outside. I know my landlord won't care, and we have so many birds around here that they love to pick up that stuff for nests. So that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, that's what's going on today. I'm getting excited just talking to you guys about the craft stuff. There's stuff I could do, but I'm just going to kind of take it easy. I have a couple videos pulled up showing how to crochet. Linda had a really great idea, too, about doing a blanket that has, like, all the different stitches. And that way you'd know what they were. And I was talking to her about wanting to make like a granny square Afghan, but I wanted to do the little squares and sew them together. And she goes, well, you could do that with the different stitches too, and that way, you know, you would get practice. And it's like, that's a great idea. Poor Linda's got a heck of the flu. She's got a really bad cold and stuff, so she just sounds miserable. I hope she gets well soon. So everybody say prayers for her. Say prayers for my friend Chaya, because she's got cancer and she's going through her own battle with her different health stuff. And just say prayers for everybody. Everybody's going through stuff. Say prayers for Marcy and her husband. Say prayers for my friend Marnie, because she hasn't been feeling, you know, the greatest, you know. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going into everybody's history because that's their story and their private stuff. But just pray for everybody that, you know, my friend Queen Bee and just everybody. I do care about you, so my friend Michelle, pray for her mom. Her mom had been having some procedures done on her back, and hoping that she gets some pain relief and everything. So I hope you all have a great day. Drop me a line. Let me know what crafts maybe you've done over the years that you stopped doing because maybe you got burned out or you found something you like better, you know, or just what crafts you might be working on now. I think springtime too. I know springtime for me, when it's a change of seasons, you always get a little more excited about whatever craft you love because you start thinking about stuff you can make, like Easter wreaths or Easter baskets, or you know. And we are gonna do eggs this year. We haven't done eggs in a number of years. We used to always do them with the grandkids. They always came over here or over to the house. And this year we're gonna do that shaving cream thing. If you haven't seen it, you line whatever size pan you want with shaving cream. And you smooth it out, and then you use drops of food coloring. And like you might put like your red and pinks together, and then you'll kind of, you know, swirl them. And your blues and your greens, or whatever colors you like. And then you roll them, and then you set them and just let them dry, and then you wipe them off. Later on, it makes a really cool marble effect. So that's what we're going to do. So, love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so much. I do plan on sitting down tonight and reading comments and answering. So thank you for your patience. And I think you guys are awesome. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.